Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another episode of our SWE Universe Mode. We are going to have a bit of a special here this evening. Basically, it's Wrestle Kingdom New Japan in a couple of days' time, so I thought, what better way to introduce it into our SWE Universe Mode with? So have a look at how good some of these matches might be. So, roll the matches. And here's our opening match. Then it is going to be a fatal four-way. Now, this one at Wrestle Kingdom will be for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. This evening, though, it's just for a butt ton of ranking points. Of course, this is a special. So pay-per-view style ranking points are available. This is a fatal four-way, so it should normally be worth 20. But because it's a pay-per-view, it's going to be worth 40 points to the winner. So this is a massive, massive match for these four guys involved. First up, we see Will Ospreay. Not seen much of, or have we seen anything of Will Ospreay so far? He made his debut on the last episode of Octane, and that was it. So I've had a little bit out of it. This is literally the first episode of SW I've recorded since I got back off my holiday, and it's taken a bit of getting back into, I must admit. As you can tell by the videos drying up for a few days, it's been a bit tricky coming back. I was really good. I recorded all of my videos before I went away for the 2 weeks I was away on holiday, but didn't think about recording anything for when I got back. So literally, I've come back. I've had to get sorted, going back to work and do my washouts and stuff, and I just have no time to sit down. So I think by the time we get to this weekend, we should be back up on track with our videos every day is back to normal. But I really want to do this one just in time because, of course, Wrestle Kingdom is tomorrow, I believe. If you're in the UK, which I've done a bit of research myself, I believe it starts at 8 AM on the 4th in the UK. Or it's on... that doesn't sound right to me, though, to be honest. It doesn't sound right, but I have Googled it, and that's what it says. That is what it says. So, yeah, I'm a little bit confused, to be honest, but... you never know. It sounds pretty good to me, either way. I know it's 5 o'clock in Japanese time. I don't know what that is to anyone else, though, to be honest. But it does look like a fantastic card. Now, we have got... this is a 7-match show we've got for you here this evening. 6 of the matches are going to be essentially the matches that we're going to see at Wrestle Kingdom. And one more match is just one that I've thrown in there just for shits and giggles, basically. Just for a bit of fun. And that match is going to be... oh, should I tell you that match? Or should I make you wait? I'll tell you that match, because it might keep you sticking around. You'll probably see it in the comment section down below anyway. It is going to be AJ Styles versus Finn Balor versus Adam Cole in a triple threat match. 3 former leaders of Bullet Club will collide here this evening. Apart from that, we've got Okada versus Naito. We've got Omega versus Jericho. Tanahashi versus Jay White. Suzuki versus Goto. And Cody Rhodes versus Kota Ibushi. So the only matches we are missing are... there's a 6-man tag gauntlet match, which of course the game does not allow us to. That looks pretty good, actually. This is Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, Tama Tonga, and Tangaloa versus Chaos. Trent Beretta, Tomohiro Ishii, and Toru versus Michael Elgin and War Machine, Hanson Raymond Rowe, versus Suzuki Gun, Taichi Takahashi, Lizuka, and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Taguchi Japan, Juice Robinson, Ryosuke Taguchi, and Toji Makada. I've probably ruined most of those names. There's also a Tag Team Championship match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships between Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo versus the Young Bucks. That should be pretty interesting. There's a New Japan Rumble, which they always do every year as well. So, and we're also missing the Killer Elite Squad versus Los Ingobernables de Japón. Evil and Sanada, so the Tag Team Championship. Apart from that, we do have all the singles matches, and of course this Fatal 4-Way as well. This is one of the matches I'm most looking forward to see, though. Will Ospreay, Takahashi, Kushida, and of course the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, Marty Scurll. So of course we have Ospreay and Kushida, and have we seen Takahashi? We must have seen Takahashi already. This is a brand new Marty Scurll that's been put on the Community Creations not too long ago, and it is actually really good. I'm happy we finally got a good one. It frustrates me sometimes when you see some people really have some weird core sort of preferences. Like, you'd think that someone like Marty Scurll would be one of the top people to be created instantly by some of the best core makers, but instead we've seen some really random stuff being created instead. But I'm happy we finally got a good one. They're still missing a couple. I still think the Takahashi we got is not 100%. But apart from that, I'm very happy with all the cores this evening. There's a couple of guys like Goto and Jay White that are not currently in our universe mode. However, there will potentially be a video this weekend that might add or change a few things. Let's just say that. I'm not promising anything yet, because I've not had a chance to organise anything yet, but yeah, there might be some interesting stuff going on. And also, I have decided that at the end of this month, I said the end of this month, building up to the Royal Rumble, we're going to have a week of Rumbles. A Rumble for every single brand, and a special one as well, and a female one. So we're going to have a lot of Rumbles coming up for you towards the end of the month, which I'm really looking forward to, actually. Liking the arena, liking the ring, liking the cause, it's a good time. It's a good time to be here in SWE. And of course, it is going to be a fantastic, hopefully, episode. That's why I've sort of stuck away from the tag team matches, because for me, the tag team matches really do ruin a lot of these cards. And it is important to have them, because you're missing out on a whole sector of the wrestling community if you do avoid those tag team matches. But apart from that, I just think it'll be, I think it'll be a much better show tonight with that. With Okada versus Naito in the main event, Omega versus Jericho as well. That's a no DQ match, didn't realise that. Tanahashi versus Jay White for the Intercontinental Championship. I tell you what, I don't know much about Jay White. I must admit, I've not seen it. You'll be amazed of how good this Jay White core is later on as well. It is fantastic. I don't know much about the guy, I must admit. I've not seen a lot of him in the ring. But I'm desperate for him to win, because that would be such a massive, massive introduction. I think to escalate him, and that's one thing that New Japan are very good at doing. It's bringing forward new stars and escalating them, because you look at what they've done the last few years. They've lost AJ Styles, they've lost Gallows and Anderson, they've lost Shinsuke Nakamura. They've lost a lot of big names, and they've just been able to fill those spots like it was absolutely nothing. And I'm so glad they've been able to do that, and it does show that it can be done. WWE are obsessed with people not grabbing the brass ring and this, that and the other. But if New Japan can create stars the way that they are, why can't WWE do that? Why are they still relying on the older guys, your Randy Ortons, your John Cena's and all them sort of people? Why can't you just build someone better? There are people on the cusp. Look at Rusev, for example. They're fantastic wrestlers we want to see more of. And you've got Marty Scurll coming in and winning the Junior Heavyweight Championship, and you've got Jay White with a potential. I don't think Jay White will win the Intercontinental Championship. I think it might be too big of a jump for him, but I really do hope they pull the trigger. I can't see Jericho winning, because I feel that's a one-off appearance, but I might be wrong. Naito versus Okada, for me, I am really excited for that one as well, though. And Suzuki versus Goto for the Never Openweight Championship, a real... I don't even understand what that is. It's a loser haircut and no seconds death match. I don't quite understand what a no seconds death match is, to be honest, but there you go. That match has always been so brutal. The last few years, I must admit, I only watched the last 3 Wrestle Kingdoms, and that match for the Openweight Championship has always been pretty brutal. It's much more of a strong style championship, and both those guys are going to be quite interesting to have in that match. There's a Kimura lock locked in by Kushida, but Ospreay was able to break it up straight away. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you're most looking forward to seeing at Wrestle Kingdom, if you are going to watch it, of course. If you're not going to watch it, then I will ask you to watch it, because honestly, there's 2 ways of looking at it. I always say it's my favourite wrestling event of the year, but on the flip side, it ruins wrestling for you, because once you've watched Wrestle Kingdom, the rest of the year is just downhill from there, basically. WWE will never put on anything to match this. New Japan will have their events, and they will put on some cracking events throughout the year, but Wrestle Kingdom is always the highlight. It's normally about a 5 or 6 hour show, and there's 10 matches, but it's definitely worth a watch. I'm sure you can either get New Japan World, of course. I think New Japan World is in like £6 a month to get in English. Or, of course, there are plenty of ways to watch it elsewhere. I'm not asking you to do that, but, you know, it's available. Kushida falls out the back and then into a dropkick. I'm not overly keen on this Takahashi, but at the same time, I think it's quite good. It's nice to get a Kushida that hasn't got a massive dong wanking around everywhere. I meant to say whacking there, and it came out wrong. Yeah, it's nice to say you get a Kushida without that massive dong annoying you. Ospreay is a fairly new core as well. It's taken us a few months to get to the point we wanted to get to, and I'm pretty happy now we've got to this point. There's a pin there by Skull, and everyone else was down, but I only managed to get a 1 count here over Kushida. Skull, big kick right to the face of Kushida. Look at the stamp on the back of the head as well. Takahashi now sending Kushida over the top. A standing Spanish fly there by Will Ospreay. Of course, maybe the winner of this one at Wrestle Kingdom will be the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. And you can imagine this is just going to be such a high-flying spot fest and really entertaining as well. There's a massive right hand there by Kushida on Takahashi. German suplex there by Ospreay. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip. Spins him round into a vertical. As now Kushida, there's that Fisherman's Buster. Hooks the leg, but Ospreay was there to break it up straight away. And Kushida has looked very, very dangerous in this match so far. Kushida now with a backbreaker on Takahashi. Ospreay creeping up behind Takahashi. Brings him back up to his feet. What's Ospreay got planned? It's a snapmare. Followed up by that spinning kick right in the face. But Marty Skull back up on his feet. Marty was such a perfect addition to Bullet Club. He just has that something about him. Oh, here we go. After being pinned by Goto again, there we go. Let's go. The Never Openweight Championship. Right. Where am I? This is a big... Right. Here we go. A power struggle after Minoru Suzuki had defeated Toru Yano to retain the Never Openweight Championship. He was challenged by Hiroki Goto. Suzuki, however, turned down the challenge, stating that he was done with Goto, having defeated him to win the title in April and again to retain in June. On November the 18th, Goto pinned Suzuki in their opening match of the 2017 World Tag League, and afterwards made another challenge for the Never Openweight Championship. On December the 11th, when Suzuki again turned down Goto's challenge, stating he had nothing to offer in return for the title match, Goto offered to put his hair on the line. On December 17th, Suzuki tried to cut Goto's hair with clippers, but was thwarted, which led to him shaving Young Lion's Tetsuri Yagi instead. There's a red arrow there by Ospreay. This could be enough, you know. Mighty Skull's not even paying attention. Mighty Skull's got his back to the action. And Ospreay's won it. Wow, Mighty Skull. You really dropped a bollock there, mate, didn't you? Really dropped a bollock there. Not paying attention. That allowed Will Ospreay to pick up the win, which also means that Will Ospreay is going to get himself a nice wedge of ranking points there, which is good for me because he's on my Octane brand, which is always good. So Ospreay defeat Kush, Skrull, and Taka. So if this is what happens at Wrestle Kingdom, then Will Ospreay will become the new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Anyway, I was finishing on that off. After being pinned by Goto again the following day, Suzuki accepted the challenge for a title match, stating the match would be a one-on-one with no seconds, with the loser getting his head shaved. Oh, does no seconds mean no rematches? Is that what it means? A person accompanying or seconding a wrestler to a match, often a manager or valet. Okay, so no seconds mean no one else at ringside. Okay, that makes sense. And talking of Goto versus Suzuki, that is our next match. Of course, there's no way of doing hair versus hair on this game. We could do it technically, in theory, thinking about it. We could just make the loser bald in a universe mode, I suppose. Could be, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to have this as a standard match. Just see what is going to happen in this one. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this one. The last few years, I've really enjoyed the Never Openweight Championship because it has very much been a strong style sort of championship, and there's been some brutal matches, real stiff matches, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that again. I still don't... I think I heard somewhere this is going to be an open air arena for the first time, isn't it? Well, it's not. It's the Tokyo Dome. The Tokyo Dome's not open air, is it? I'm sure it isn't. I do not know. Well, Wrestle Kingdom 1 was main evented by Tatsumi Fujinami. There you go. The Great Muta and Sting versus the Steiner Brothers. Wow. Dustin Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes. Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko. Pretty interesting card, actually. Who's the Power Warrior? Anyone? Ooh. No idea what that is. Been some pretty interesting matches on this. Of course, it's just that little introduction of the American stars is the interesting thing, I think, isn't it? The Steiner Brothers are a big part of New Japan by the looks of it. Was that to do with New Japan's deal with WCW in the early to mid-90s, wasn't it, I think? Because when you get into 96, all of a sudden it's all Japanese names, not a single American in there. Jushin Liger versus Ultimo Dragon. Wow. That's the sort of match you want to see, isn't it, really? It's been some really cool stuff. Then you start to come into the early 2000s and you start to see some more American names. It was Wrestle Kingdom 2004. It was called Wrestling World 2004. Oh, it was Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event of that one. Hiroshi Tanahashi was in there as well. Is that the Under 30s Openweight Championship? Well, that's what it was originally. When the Openweight Championship was brought in, it was supposed to be a way... It was basically like a lower card championship, wasn't it, really? It was a way of helping people sort of build up. Oh, look at that. 2006 main event was IWGP Heavyweight Championship Brock Lesnar versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That is interesting, isn't it? Wow. Anyway, I'm getting distracted there from what's happening. Oh, we've got another massive donga going on. Okay. It's always the Japanese. The Japanese and their massive dongas. I think this is a better Suzuki than the one we currently got. It might actually be the same Suzuki we currently got. So, it's a shame because this Goto is actually really good. It's the only Goto available. Well, the only good Goto available. And I was thinking about bringing him into the universe mode, but if he's got this problem that we've seen before with Kushida not too long ago, and it's just annoying, isn't it? It's really bloody annoying. But Goto is in control. Of course, this is a no DQ match. And at Wrestle Kingdom, the loser will get their head shaved. Oh. Steel chair right to the face of Suzuki. Who slowly makes her way to his feet. And Goto hasn't really taken advantage of that situation. And, well, he's suffered for it now, hasn't he, really? He has suffered it. And now Suzuki in control, just launching Goto to the ground. And now steel chair right to the back of Goto. I wonder if there's a way I can fix this myself. It's just... It's almost like the problem is, it's like... you know when you've got a pair of shorts, you've got the drawstrings. I think, is it the drawstring that's the problem, or is it actually the shorts? I'm just thinking, because it is a really good core, if I just change his shorts, will that get rid of the problem? Because I don't really want to lose it, and this is the only one available. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to have a look at this, aren't I? Goto, though, once again with a steel chair, now throwing it to the outside. Of course, remember, ranking points are available. Be plus 10 for the winner, minus 10 for the loser, but Goto's not currently part of our universe mode, so not sure what would happen in that situation unless myself and PJ Toby are impressed enough to steal him after this show. You never know. Same potentially with Jay White later on as well. If Jay White does oppress enough, then he might get himself a permanent place on the SW roster. On one of the SW rosters, anyway. Oh. Great. So it just popped up my computer for no apparent reason. This was nice. So Goto now sending Suzuki back into the ring. And Goto now just staring Suzuki down. It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now. It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? It's been quite a few of these now, hasn't there? People just stare for no apparent reason. Nice backdrop there by Suzuki on the outside. Big kicks by Suzuki, but then taken down by Goto. Goto now taking Suzuki up on his shoulders on the outside into the Udigoroshi. Goto once again bringing Suzuki back until he sends him into the ring. And Goto still not taking advantage of the situation. And Suzuki allowed to get straight back in the match every time that Goto gets some sort of control. He just wastes the opportunity. And Suzuki now, there it is, the pile driver. And that's got to be the end of the match, surely. Spiked as well. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Suzuki has won this one. And if this does happen in real life, then Goto will be getting his head shaved. Oh, we've got a cutscene apparently. We're gonna get. There's no way we're gonna get a handshake, surely. It's like the worst possible match to get a handshake on, isn't it? The haircut. No, there we go. Goto not happy. It is a really good Goto core, just apart from the massive red donger. We'll have to try and figure a way out of getting this. We can get around it. We can do it. And here is our next match of the evening. It is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Kota Ibushi. Now this one at Wrestle Kingdom will be for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship? Oh. I seem to have shut the Wikipedia page down. Shut it down, boys! Right, where are we? Nope, not the mirror. Who wants the bloody mirror? I want Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia. Wrestle Kingdom. God, my search history is dodgy. Whoa. Oh wow. Chris Jericho is currently outselling the Young Bucks on merchandise. That is massive. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Bullet Club in general have been the biggest sellers on Pro Wrestling tees for years now. Literally no one's broken that market. All of a sudden Jericho comes in and he's knocking them out the park. Right. Oh, it doesn't say actually. I thought it was for the Ring of Honor Championship I'd read somewhere, but now apparently it's not. Offering to defend the Ring of Honor. Here we go. At Power Struggle, Cody confronted Kota Ibushi after he'd been defeated by Tanahashi in the main event, offering to defend the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship against him at Wrestle Kingdom 12. Initially announced the following day as a potential title match, the match instead became non-title special singles match when Cody lost the Ring of Honor That makes sense. Cody lost the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship to Dalton Castle at Ring of Honor's final battle on December the 15th. Prior to the Chris Jericho announcement, Ibushi had been seen as a possible opponent for Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom. The two former tag team partners have teased a match against each other since Ibushi's 2017 return to NJPW. In the build-up to the match, Cody, Omega's Bullet Club stablemate, compared Ibushi to Brutus Beefcake, and Omega to Hulk Hogan, claiming that Ibushi was nothing but a sidekick. Okay, that makes sense. So it was going to be a match for the Ring of Honor Championship, but now they've gone for a cheap feud instead. But either way, it's going to be a cracker. Ibushi's such a stunning wrestler. And you can see why. The thing is, look at this for example, right? Ibushi is going to be in one of the top matches at Wrestle Kingdom. If he had been in WWE, he would have been one of the dark matches on Raw. It's just... It shows perfectly clear why these people don't want to sign for WWE, because it's not the style they want to be involved in. And that's why people like Austin Aries and people like that are leaving. And I think it will happen to a lot of guys. A lot of guys will go, yep, fantastic. I'm at WWE, I'm earning money, I'm on TV. And then it will start to come to them that they're not actually... Unlike people like AJ Styles, for example, and Finn Balor, they'll probably be right because they're getting what they want. They're at the top of the card, they're fighting main event in WWE, that's what they wanted to do. But these guys like Austin Aries, and you've got the same thing with Neville at the moment. As much as I want Neville to stay in WWE, I completely agree with him that if he was to leave WWE now and work Lucha Underground, New Japan, PWG, it would be such an amazing asset back on the indie scene. And Cody Rhodes has said himself on quite a few occasions that when asked about, I think he was asked in an interview about how, if he's struggling with money since leaving WWE, and he said, "Are you stupid? I'm earning more than 3 times what I ever earned at WWE at the moment." And it just shows when you're doing your own merchandise and you're negotiating your own ticket prices, you can do whatever you well please. If you want a few days off, you can have a few days off. But he's earning much more money and he's in a much happier place right now. You can see it. I've not seen, like, you can just tell watching Cody Rhodes in the ring now and just his general persona, he's enjoying life. Whereas in WWE, I don't think he was. He didn't look like he was enjoying it, did he really? But that's just my opinion anyway. And I think it will happen a lot. Like I said, with Neville, Austin Aries. Austin Aries said it was the worst couple of years of his life being WWE. I'm not surprised, getting a dodgy win over bloody Baron Corbin on his debut. I think, yeah, I think there's some people that are going to be big and there's some people that WWE just don't see. And I think, like for the likes of Austin Aries, I think all cruiserweights are going to struggle. And I think Hideo Itami might end up leaving at some point as well because I don't think he's going to want to be stuck on 205 Live. And unless they do something to elevate 205 Live and elevate the Cruiserweight Championship, they're going to risk losing even more talented names. And that's just the way it is, I think. Nice facebuster there by Cody Rhodes. Or Cody, as he's now known. Because he's not... I said this before, I can't believe they're not allowing him to use his real name. But it's not actually his real name, obviously. But there's the Crossroads. 1, 2... No, only a 2 count. Now, it has been a lot more finishes via first finisher recently. I think that must have been done in an update as well. Runnels, that's his real name, isn't it? Cody Runnels is his real name. Does that mean... Oh, I was going to ask a really stupid question then. I know the answer to it. I'm sure. I'm just going to double check before I say anything. La de la de la la de la de la. There we go, yeah. I was going to say, does that mean Terry Runnels was related to them? But of course she was married to Goldust, wasn't she? Good old Terry Runnels. I had such a crush on her when I was younger. I don't know why. You look at her now and you think, bloody hell, she's seen better days. As Ibushi's really taking control now on the comeback. So I got distracted by Terry Runnels. Ibushi now heading his way up to the top. Will we get to see the Phoenix Splash? We will indeed. There it is, the Phoenix Splash by Kota Ibushi from the top. And now lining up Cody Rhodes possibly for an Ibushi bomb. Which of course is that sit-out last ride powerbomb. Boom, there it is. There's the pin. 1, 2. And no, Cody's kicked out now as well. Wow. That is a stunner. So both guys kicking out of each other's finisher maneuvers, which is a lot less likely to happen at this point in time now. Ibushi once again up on the top. Waiting for Cody to get back up and catches him with that jumping Hurricanrana. But Cody fighting his way back, taking Ibushi up on his shoulders. Ibushi fights free. Remember, we've still got 4 more matches left for you after this one. We have got Tanahashi versus Jay White. We've got Omega versus Jericho. We've got Naito versus Okada. And of course, we've got that special match that I've added as well of AJ Styles versus Finn Balor versus Adam Cole. Baby. Both guys back up on their feet, but Ibushi catching Cody. Ibushi pinging Cody off the ropes, then going for the pin. 1. I don't think it's going to be enough, is it? No. Didn't think it was going to be enough. I've got an itch now. There we go. Got it. Ibushi. Oh, lion salt. We're using the top rope. Wow. It's insane. To get the elevation up to the top rope like that is crazy. So a Hurricanrana again by Ibushi, and Ibushi's just taking more and more control of this match as it goes on. Ibushi now just grabbing at the shoulder of Cody and just basically slowing the match down a little bit, just trying to regain a little bit of energy. But Cody getting back up, trying to get some control, but Ibushi catches him with an elbow in the back of the leg. Ibushi going for the pin. It's the tightest you can get without actually being a rope. Or rope breaks actually count this anymore, do they? I turn rope breaks off just to stop myself getting annoyed, to be honest. But big uppercut there by Cody. I think the game is a lot smoother without rope breaks, and it does look a bit iffy every now and again, don't get me wrong. But I think, oh nice. I think it does make it a lot better because you don't end up getting these stupid dragging people around the ring anymore, which is just a frustrating part of the game, I think. As Ibushi up top once again, looking for that Phoenix Splash once again. Is he going to drop into the pin, or is he going to go for potentially for another Ibushi bomb? He's going to drop into the pin. 1, 2, again only a 2. Ibushi slowly back up to his feet now. Dropping a boot on the back of the arm. And now Ibushi is looking for that second Ibushi bomb. Oh no, he's not. Oh wow, that looked absolutely freaking brutal. But it's still not enough. Again, Ibushi springing off the ropes, and I don't know what's going to take for Ibushi to finally finish this guy off. Boot across the chest now. Ibushi taking Cody down. Or Cody catching Ibushi with the elbow in the face. Cody now back up on his feet, taking Ibushi down with the 2 forearms. Big forearm in the corner. Followed up by the running bulldog. And Cody again with that face buster. Sending Ibushi face first into the mat. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and again Ibushi's kicked out now. Wow. Ibushi slowly back up on his feet though now. Taking Cody up into that brain buster. That was a very loose brain buster, that was. Very loose. Ibushi heading up top once more. Is there another Phoenix Splash in this one? Ibushi waiting for it. Yep, a third Phoenix Splash of the match. There's the pin. 1, 2. And oh my god. Holy shit. How is this match still going? I don't think it's going to be going for much longer though, is it? As Ibushi takes Cody up for a second Ibushi bomb. But Kota does not put any pressure on the shoulders of Cody, and Cody able to kick out. The hell? Just no pressure put on Cody at all, and he was just able to kick out, and that is a real problem there for Kota Ibushi. He's not taking his opportunity. Cody now snaps suplex on Ibushi, rolls straight into the pin. And Cody now stalking Ibushi, catches him. And there it is, the crossroads for the second time. It's not enough, wow. Wow. I am... Wow. That's all I can say. I've got no idea how these people are kicking out, I really haven't. Ibushi once again with a pin. It's not going to end. We know that. Ibushi now heading up top once again. Is it going to be another Phoenix Splash? Another one. No, he's gone for that. I thought he'd gone for that jumping Hurricanrana again, but he didn't really land it very well. It was almost like he landed it in like a seated senton instead. It's not the best, was it? But either way, Ibushi is in control of Cody, who slides at the back into a reverse drop. Cody once again bringing Ibushi back up and plants him face first into the mat once again. Is that going to be enough? Nope. Cody. This has got to be enough now. Another. I say it again. Another crossroads. Surely. I've lost count now of how many crossroads that has been. So surely that's got to be enough. 1, 2... This is getting stupid now. How? How? That's my only question, is how. I don't even know what the question is because it's confused me that much of how this is still going. All the other matches have finished on first finishes so far, and this one is just going the length. Oh, nice roll up there by... Oh, don't even do this. Oh, I was going to say, if that match had finished on that cheap roll-up after all those big finishes, I would have not been impressed, to be honest. Ibushi, another Phoenix Splash. Another one. And Ibushi looks absolutely knackered right now. Absolutely shagged out he looks. Ibushi dragging Cody middle of the ring, hitting him with the lion salt again. It's only enough for a 2. But this has got to be now middle of the ring. Got to be. 1, 2. It is finally, my word. What a match. That was insane. Absolutely insane. How many kickouts there were in that one. It was absolutely crazy. And I can't even tell you which one was which because there were just so many. Absolutely so many finishes from every single direction being hit. I just lost complete count of everything there. Wow, you think that match was good? We've still got 4 more coming for you here this evening. But it's Ibushi with a big win, and Ibushi... Ah, but I forgot to write down the results, didn't I? This is only the 3rd match, isn't it, really? So, Suzuki defeated Goto, and Ibushi defeated Cody. Now, for me, I'm going to say this is good for me because Ibushi won, but at the same time, I've got Cody as well. Both on Octane, they both need the points. So... it's a win-lose situation for me. It's good on one side, but of course it drops Cody down. We can build Cody back up. Not a problem about that at all. And here is our next match of the evening. It is going to be Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Jay White. Now, how good are these cores now? They're getting insanely good. Now, Jay White, hopefully he's not going to have a massive donger on the go because I would really like to use Jay White. And based on the Goto situation we had earlier, I'm a little bit worried. This Tanahashi is very good, though. I think we will switch our Tanahashi with this one. Our one, we've currently got the long-haired version, I think, and I think it does need changing, I think. I think this one is a much better version. And we'll see how it gets on the ring, I suppose. As we've seen before, you can never really guess how good it's going to be based on just looking at it in the community creations, because there are really some dodgy things that happen when it actually comes through. Really, we've seen the Kushida issue a few weeks back. We had the Goto issue earlier on today. And it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? So hopefully, I said it again, hopefully, both of these cores are going to look pretty... Well, this Tanahashi looks fantastic, I must say. This kind of Tanahashi actually looks better than it did when I actually downloaded it. So I'm very happy with this one. And of course, at Wrestle Kingdom, he will be defending his IWGP Intercontinental Championship against Jay White Switchblade. So Jay White has had a real ascension from nowhere. Should we read the storyline for this match? La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. There we go. The IWGP Intercontinental Championship match, Hiroshi Tanahashi will defend the title against Jay White. White joined New Japan in 2015 and worked for the promotion as a young lion until June 2016 when he left for an indefinite learning excursion to the United States. He worked Ring of Honor. That's what it says. That's pretty badly written. During the 2017 G1 Climax, New Japan started airing vignettes for a second dubbed individual, Switchblade, who was announced as making his debut at November 5th's Power Struggle. Following the main event of the show where Tanahashi successfully defended the IWGP Intercontinental Championship against Kota Ibushi, Switchblade was revealed as the returning Jay White, who confronted Tanahashi and challenged him to a title match at Wrestle Kingdom 12 before laying him out with the Shell Shock. The following day, New Japan officially announced the match between Tanahashi and White for Wrestle Kingdom 12. In December, Tanahashi was sidelined with a knee injury when an MRI discovered arthritis and water in his knee. However, he had a long history of working hurt, so not missing major shows. It was noted that the injury would have to be unbearably bad for him to miss Wrestle Kingdom. Tanahashi appeared in New Japan's December 18th show, assuring the world that he would be defending his title at Wrestle Kingdom 12 before being attacked by Jay White again, who targeted his injured knee. So yeah, this has all been, it's really an ascension out of nowhere. He was a young lion, which essentially is, if you don't watch New Japan, young lions are essentially the up-and-comers, essentially NXT as such, but not quite on the same level as NXT, I suppose. And he then left the company to go and have a bit of a learning experience across America and really reinvent himself. And he obviously must have really impressed New Japan officials really well to be given this massive opportunity to come back and just get this opportunity against Hiroshi Tanahashi. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this match because it is going to really be an unknown for me. Like I said, I've not seen much of Jay White wrestle. I've heard his name knocking around quite a few times when you read the results of certain wrestling shows around the world. But never really seen him wrestle very much myself. So it's going to be very much a learning experience for me. Will he be able to handle the pressure of working such a big match against a big opponent at the biggest show of the year? I hope he can. Pinned here by Tanahashi. Can't see the referee, so I've got no idea how much that was. I'm assuming a 1. Nice forearm there by Jay White on Tanahashi. Here's an interesting one, not an interesting. Here's a tedious piece of information for you. The Junior Heavyweight Championship has never before been defended in a fatal 4-way. That just sounds odd to me. It seems like a sort of match that would have happened at some point, but this is the first ever fatal 4-way IWGP Heavyweight Championship match. There you go. Well, that's what it says on Wikipedia, so you know it's probably true. Jay White now willing Tanahashi back up to his feet. And of course, remember, this one is for the Intercontinental Championship in New Japan. And that would really be an incredible ascension for Jay White. And see, part of me thinks that it would be weird for Jay White to come from nowhere and just get this elevation of defeating essentially New Japan's John Cena in Tanahashi. Then the other part of me thinks there's no point in giving them this massive build-up if you're not going to then build on top of it yourself. And to give him this massive build-up, bring him in and have him lose a match against Tanahashi would really halter that build-up that he's been given. So it's a weird one. It really could go either way, in my opinion. Knee in the gut there by Tanahashi on Jay White. Jay White now with a clothesline taking Tanahashi down. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I would love to see... In fairness, I would love to see Jay White win this at Wrestle Kingdom. I really would. It would just create a whole new superstar over there. And I think he has the potential to maybe hook into Bullet Club as well, but maybe they don't want to. Maybe he works pretty well as a lone wolf. Either way, I'm interested in this one. I don't think there's a single match at the card. Look at the New Japan card. I don't think there's a single match that I don't. I don't think there's a single match that I don't think is going to be interesting. Even the Rumble, the Rumble's just a way to get legends and youngsters on the card. That's all it is, and even that, I watched that last year and I was quite entertained. They had Billy Gunn on there. They had Scott Norton. Is it Scott Norton? Like really old WCW wrestler who used to work a lot of New Japan. He turned up. There was quite a few Japanese legends as well. Tanahashi, what are you doing up there? Oh my god. Sent onto the outside by Tanahashi on Jay White. That is a dangerous maneuver there by Tanahashi, but it did work out okay for him. Jay White now taking Tanahashi down on the outside. Referee still counting. But of course, because Tanahashi went up to that top rope and dived out, it did restart the referee's count. So of course, it is Championship's advantage. Or Champion's advantage, let's say. At Wrestle Kingdom. I think New Japan, they have a 20 count. They're not a 10 count. So you get a bit more of a fighting chance on the outside. Jay White going for the pin. Only a 1 count. I like Jay White, though. I've never seen him wrestle, but I really want to use him. I think because this core is so good as well, I think we definitely will use him. But it's just where he's going to fit in is going to be the question. I do see him very much as like an extra Bullet Club member, but of course our Bullet Club over on Octane is full. I don't think he suits the Samoan part of Bullet Club that we got over on Throwdown with Tama Tonga Tangaroa and Bad Luck Fale. Apart from that, there's not much else for him. I believe he probably does suit either Octane or Adrenaline better, because I just feel like he's probably more of a cruiserweight. But then again, looking at where he is here at the moment, he could end up being a lot more than a cruiserweight. I don't know. There's the sling blade there by Tanahashi on Jay White out of nowhere. And Tanahashi, instead of going for the pin, going for a taunt. Risky. Risky indeed. But he's not giving Jay White enough time to recuperate and continues the assault. And Tanahashi, there's a styles clash. Blast from the past there by Tanahashi. It's only a 2 count though. Brink of 3. Tanahashi up on top. Looking for and hits that high fly flow. There's the pin. 1, 2. And no, Jay White again kicking out. Tanahashi not impressed with the referee's counts there at all. Once again, Tanahashi bringing White up, but White catching Tanahashi with the uppercut. I don't know what's happened. The last 2 matches have really gone with people not kicking out of... I've lost the ability to talk anymore. It's really gone the opposite way of what it was. The first couple of matches, the first finisher finished them off. These last couple, it's taken 1 or 2 finishes to do it. Beautiful move there by Jay White, using his strength. Pin there now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Jay White now heading up to the middle rope. Taunting the crowd, but again needs to keep on his opponent, Tanahashi. Nice neck breaker. And Jay White now stalking Tanahashi. Oh, and there it is. There's the shell shock. 1, 2. Oh, he's kicked out. No way. No way. I honestly thought he had it then. I really did think he had it. Oh. I really want him to win. I really, really want him to win. Just to see. Well, it doesn't make any difference what it is to ours, doesn't it, really? Ooh. It's a bit of breaking news just popped up on my Twitter feed beside me here. Apparently EC3 is WWE bound. Now he's got to go straight at the main roster. No NXT for him, surely. He's got to go on the main roster. They reckon Chelsea Green might be going to WWE as well. I'm sure she got released, didn't she, from WWE recently? I've heard that Bobby Lashley's WWE bound pretty soon as well. I really want... There's another Sling Blade there by Tanahashi. I really want to see Lashley versus Lesnar. I think you need to keep Lesnar away from some of the other people. You need to give Lesnar people that suit Lesnar, not just random opponents, because it ruins a lot of people. Tanahashi bringing Jay White up to his feet. Into that brain-busted Michinoko driver. Again, can't see the referee, but it's only a 2. He's perfectly positioned, though, if he wants to go for a potential high-fly flow, but instead he just wants to stand around and do nothing by the looks of it. Jay White back up on his feet now, taking control of Tanahashi once again, and giving him the same maneuver he just suffered himself. Tanahashi catching Jay White out there with that right hand now. Into that snap underhook suplex. Tanahashi bringing Jay White back up. Onto his shoulders. Dropping him snake eyes. Nice drop kick right in the corner. Again, it's another tricky match. Both guys kicking out of each other's finisher maneuvers. It really has gone all out in this one, hasn't it? Jay White now getting the crowd behind him once again. And there it is again, the shell shock straight into the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And the only person here who's shell shocked is Hiroshi Tanahashi. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is a interesting... And that is what I want to see. If this match happened very much the same way at Wrestle Kingdom, I'll be very happy. Very, very happy. It was a really good match. Both guys showed some incredible talent, some incredible maneuvers, both hitting their finishers, false finishes. It's going to be a really, really good match if this is how it happened. And Jay White, for me, is someone who possibly needs to be added into SWE very, very soon. I like that. I have an idea. I do have an idea. I don't know if it's going to... No, it's not going to work. No, I don't like that idea now. I've changed my mind. I think this guy does suit being the lone wolf though, doesn't he? But it's just where he would fit in SWE. If you got any ideas, let me know in the comment section down below where you think he'd best fit in. I've got a feeling Adrenaline might be the best bet for him, you know. I don't know. And here is our next match of the evening. It is going to be that big triple threat match. 3 former leaders of Bullet Club. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Adam Cole. Baby. Baby. Good times. Now, this is not obviously going to be on Wrestle Kingdom. As much as I would love this to be on Wrestle Kingdom, it's not going to be. Oh. Looks like somebody may have forgotten to take the championship belt away from AJ Styles. That somebody might have been me. Yeah, sorry. I have to use a separate account whenever I do specials because of the amount of calls you have to download and this, that, and the other. I use a separate save file, and I keep forgetting every time you use a separate save file, you have to remove all the championships again. Damn you! Damn you! Well, there you go. Video's ruined. Turn it off. The United States Championship is there. No, it doesn't matter, does it, really? But this should be a good one, then. Of course, we saw earlier this year Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Now we're going to get a chance to see Finn Balor versus AJ Styles with Adam Cole, baby, thrown into the mix. So WWE now have 3 former leaders of Bullet Club. You might be able to help me out here, actually. I need your help, right? I need you. Yes, you. Specifically you. I've been away for a couple of weeks, and I've not watched Raw. I've been reading the results, but obviously just skim through them because I can't be asked to read the whole thing. Have Finn Balor and the club merged together, or was it a one-off for a match on Raw? Was there something that sort of put them all... But I don't understand what's going on. Are they back together? Are they together? I say back together. Are they together now? Are the club a face team now? I don't quite understand what happened. Where was the big reveal? I just saw a match between them happen. I just don't know where it happened or why it happened. I'm confused. So if you have any information on that one, please let me know, because I can't bother to read all the results again, to be honest. And there he is then, Finn Balor. The one and the only, the Demon. I'm not going for the Demon attire, mainly because the entrance takes too long, but I just felt like, I don't know how much he actually used the Demon attire in New Japan. I know he used it a few times, didn't he, but not over the top, I don't think. I think it was something that happened a bit more towards the end of his career in New Japan. I might be completely wrong here, to be honest with you. Or I might be completely right, I don't honestly know, but I'm looking forward to this one. The whole thing with Finn Balor being out injured for the way he was, it was disappointing, in fairness, how long Finn Balor was out for. But and it just makes you wonder what he could have pulled off. I think his next feud was supposed to be, you know, when he got the injury after he won the Universal Championship the first time. I think his first feud was supposed to be against Kevin Owens, which even more annoyed me, to be honest, when he got injured. But thankfully he's come back into it now over the past few months, and he's really started to build himself back up again. Not quite got himself back in the main event picture because this whole not over thing started. Don't know where that came from, to be honest, but as frustrating as it is. And here he comes then, Adam Cole, baby. It could be really interesting, couldn't it? You could have another War Games. Wow. Wow, that could. You could. You need somebody else, though, wouldn't you? You need another team with AJ Styles. Who would that be? Because at the moment you've got Finn Balor with Gallows and Anderson. You could have Adam Cole with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. If you had AJ Styles with two more people. Wow, if you had AJ Styles with the Bucks. Oh my god. Oh, can you imagine that? Could you imagine that War Games? Adam Cole and Red Dragon versus Finn Balor, Kyle Anderson and Doc Gallows versus AJ Styles and the Young Bucks. That would be absolutely freaking sane. That would be craziness. But here we go, all three guys in the ring, ready to go. AJ Styles tried dropping out of the ring, and Finn Balor did follow him, then decided he was just going to go after Adam Cole instead. Adam Cole fighting his way away from Finn Balor into that arm breaker. Of course, don't forget, we've still got a double dual main event. I think it's the first time in New Japan history they've had an official dual main event. And of course, that is the match of Omega and Jericho. Forgot his name there. And the match between Naito and Okada, of course, as well. Adam Cole now bringing AJ Styles back up to his feet, sends him straight into the corner. I'll take it back. Oh, nice. Nice suplex there by Adam Cole as Finn Balor just taunts inside the ring there, as you do. Nice. AJ Styles reverse DDT. AJ now with the boots in the back of Finn, bringing him back up to his feet, and Finn there with the jawbreaker. And Finn in control of the match at this point in time. Adam Cole now into the Urigoroshi. And now Finn taking Cole up on his shoulder, hitting him with that boot in the face. Off the ropes he goes. Oh, went for a sling blade, I think. Both guys just sort of ran into each other. Cole now the flip pile driver. If Styles here can take Adam Cole out of the equation, he might be able to steal the pin here over Finn Balor, but decides against it. Adam Cole into a suplex. Finn Balor's now back up on his feet as well. Finn now rolling Cole over, trying to get the pin. One. I'm getting all these names completely bloody wrong, aren't I? So I'm fiddling around with the settings because I don't think my audio is right. I might be completely wrong, but it just is a little bit in and out all the time. So I apologise for sounding a little bit distracted. Right, I think I'm okay now. No, if you can't hear me, then it's not okay. AJ, let's send Adam off the ropes. Adam clothesline. AJ on the shoulders once again into the Urigoroshi. I'm losing my voice now. Adam Cole, strong forearm right in the face of AJ Styles to break his grip. Before sending Styles into the corner. AJ now looking for that underhook. In the corner, but AJ's really caught out. AJ now looking for phenomenal forearm hitting AJ Styles. Adam Cole is down on the outside. This could be enough. 1, 2. Finn Balor kicked out. Into the corner. Pin once again on Adam Cole. This time again, not quite enough. Wasn't really that impressive. Pin by AJ 1. AJ with a 4. I'm going to lose here. Now Finn is in firm control. Urigoroshi. 1, 2. Again, it's not enough. Wow. Adam Cole now sending into the corner. What's he going to take? Good, because they're really all in such good resilience. Big stick. Finn Balor on AJ, on Adam Cole to say AJ's down the outside. I've really messed this whole video up, haven't I? What is the matter? I'm worried about these settings. They don't look right. I'm just going to ignore it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ignore the settings. I'm just looking at Wikipedia. Here we go. I think the settings are okay. I hope the settings are okay. We'll find out when the video comes out. Adam Cole really busted open here as well. He does. Finn lining AJ Styles. Well, kicking Adam Cole away as well. There's a shotgun drop kick. Is it this time? It looks like he is. And Adam Cole is still down. If Finn hit this coup de grace and go for the... I don't think Finn's going to have enough time, or is he? Adam suddenly comes back up 1, 2. Cole turns around and oh, he just gets there in time. Wow. Adam Cole now spinning neckbreaker on Finn Balor. Adam Cole going to try his victory. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Adam Cole just stamping. AJ Styles not taken. Adam Cole up on his shoulders into the Yugoroshi. AJ catching with a forearm and a straight with a sling blade out. Comes Finn Balor. AJ Balor down. Balor fighting free though. Just propping AJ against the ropes. I think he went for a close on there and completely missed him. This is Adam Cole and Finn Balor. Playing a little chasing game. And Finn Balor with a 1969. Two. It is. Finn's got it. Ooh, Finn Balor. Defeating everybody that PJ has given him over on Mayhem, including The Undertaker, Sting, Junior on the Halloween special as well. He has been absolutely insane. This is good for me. Oh, it doesn't matter to me, does it? No, it doesn't matter to me at all. Finn Balor, of course, part of Mayhem. I remember Mayhem. I'm going to get these more points. We have also got Adam Cole and a point. So it works out really well for Mayhem. Maybe not so good for. Of course, it will be 20 points for Finn Balor for winning a triple threat. Minus 10 points for both Adam Cole and AJ Styles. Blood AJ. The main events. And here is our next match of the evening. Of course, it is one half of that double main event. It is for the United States Championship. Wrestle Kingdom. It is going to be Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. Alpha versus Omega. This is pretty cool, isn't it? I know we've already done this as a random match, haven't we? But still. Ho, ho, ho. How good is this match going to be? It is going to be a cracker, isn't it? We can just just thinking about it makes me really feel like I don't know if I can wait 2 days or a day, whatever it is, to watch it. I really don't. It's just going to be amazing. Again, I don't know. I think it is going to be amazing, but then you've got to sort of... I don't want to say you've got to worry, but I worry a little bit about Jericho's... Not his work rate as such, but if he'll be able to... Not necessarily keep up. I don't know how to say this without sounding like being a knobhead. I worry that... Well, if you look at... Right, for example, if I click on last year's show, okay. So, Okada versus Omega was a 46-minute match. Can Omega and Jericho do that? They don't necessarily need to, because if you look at last year, right, so the main 2 matches last year were Naito versus Tanahashi for the Intercontinental Championship and Okada versus Omega for the World Heavyweight Championship. Okada versus Omega was 46 minutes and Naito versus Tanahashi was 26 minutes. So as long as they can put a 26-minute match on, I think it'd be good enough, to be honest. But I still think both guys would want to put on the best match possible. I think Jericho can put on that. I'm not saying he can't put on a fantastic match. I'm just wondering if he'd be able to last as long as what they would want him to. Because I don't really want Omega's match to be short, because he's one of the top wrestlers in New Japan. So you want it to be a pretty decent length match, don't you, really? But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All the matches, that's what WrestleMania needs to do, really. You look at like last year's Wrestle Kingdom, there was 11 matches, and only one of those 11 matches finished in under 10 minutes. Only one of them. And that's what you really want. You want the matches to be the real show. You don't want to waste time. Like last year when they wasted time on bloody... what was it? Wasting time on the bloody... musical acts and that. No one's interested. Literally no one was interested at all. Well, that's my opinion, like, but I don't think people were interested at all in the musical acts. I don't think it suits, like, I come from the generation of wrestling like the late 90s, early 2000s, where every pay-per-view was sponsored by a rock song, much like it is on NXT now. Oh, I've dropped my beer. I'm getting all worked up and I've dropped my beer on my laptop. Right. I think I'm safe because I've got a tea towel here for some reason. I got too over emotional there, didn't I? Got too over emotional about rap music. And now I spilt me beer on my laptop. Right, that's fine. I think we're safe. I think we're safe now. Okay. Where was I going with that? Yeah, just it used to be amazing. It used to have all these really, really good rock songs month after month on the pay-per-view, and I've still got quite a lot of those songs on my iPod because I really enjoy them. It was a real win-win situation for both the brands and the wrestling as well. And now they don't seem to do that sort of stuff anymore. We end up with all this rap music crap instead. It's just not enjoyable. Is Omega squashing? Oh my god, he is, isn't he? Omega squashing Jericho. No freaking way. Omega to squash Jericho. Now, I'm hoping that does not happen at Wrestle Kingdom. That is disappointing. Wow. That is really disappointing. But it is going to be good points. Of course, Omega... Oh, Omega continuing the assault here on Jericho as well. Wow. Omega really attacking Jericho. That's interesting. And here it is, then the main event of the evening. Hopefully not another squash match, though. It is going to be Tetsuya Naito versus Okada. Now, this one is for the IWGP Championship at New Japan. However, tonight is solely for the ranking points, and it's a big one as well, because it's a main event. It's worth triple. Triple to the winner and triple to the loser. Winner takes home 15, loser... Well, loser takes home a minus 15. You don't really take that home though, do you, really? I don't know, I'm confused now. Either way, it's going to be good and bad for me, though, because Tetsuya Naito, I've got over an Octane, and he is desperate for ranking points. Really struggling after a bad Season 2 of SWE. Okada I have on Throwdown, who's just starting to show his ability. Just. Yeah, it's been an interesting one for him, hasn't it? He didn't have the best of times in SWE Season 2 again. He had some good opportunities in SWE Season 2, but never really took it to the next level. Never really got that big championship match. He always had the opportunity, but never took the opportunity. Whereas I'm hoping here on SWE Season 3, we will be able to get that. So there's Naito. I don't know what I need in this one. I really don't. I'm pretty worried either way. It's a good Naito though, isn't it? Let's just sit back and relax, I suppose. One's going to get plus 15, one's going to get minus 15. I'm sort of do hope... I don't know what's going to happen in real life on this one. Again, just like the situation with Jay White earlier on the evening, I sort of want Naito to win this one just to finally take that step up and be the main man like we sort of feel like he's going to be. So that's what I want to see. Will that happen or not? That's the question, I suppose, isn't it? And I feel like that might be the best thing for me in SWE as well, as for a Naito victory. Just because he needs that, he needs those points. He needs those ranking points desperately. Where is he at the moment? Where I've not updated the blogger. What is that? What is that noise? Sorry, my laptop's making funny noises now. I think it wants more beer. As you do. Right, there we go. But this hopefully shouldn't be... I don't know why the last match was a squash match, to be honest. It was on slow momentum, because I really want that match to last a long time. It was on slow momentum, and it was... What was it? 80... It was, I think... Omega is 80... No, Omega's like 92. Ho 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 ho. Disrespect there by Naito. Yeah, I think Omega's 92 and Jericho's 86. There's like 6 ranking points between them, but to get a squash match like that was a bit weird, wasn't it, really? But there you go. Okada there, nice scoop slam, and it'd be interesting to see whether... Well, it's always Okada, isn't it? You look at... Everyone went on about Omega versus Okada last year, and I don't know why, but I sort of took more of Omega out of that match than Okada. But if you look at it in the past, it has been Okada who's probably been the top match the last few years. His matches against Tanahashi have been outstanding. I think he had a match against Nakamura, a match against AJ Styles as well. Now he's going to get that big chance against Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. I think it's really going to be a good one. The storytelling of Naito is fantastic. It's like, even though you can't speak his language, I'm talking for myself here, even though I can't speak his language, it just, it amazes me, it does. Just how well, and a lot of them can, and that's what you need to do. And that's one of the common things that a lot of wrestlers say. You need to be able to, there's 2 phrases they always say, that you need to be able to kill somebody without touching them, is one phrase that they use. And that's essentially make it look like you're really hurting someone without actually injuring them at all. And also, you're supposed to be able to tell a story without using a single word. And simple things like this. This is just arrogance at its top form, and it's what's made Naito as strong as he is at the moment. Ooh. Accidentally clicked the mouse there, but I'm not doing very well here. I'm knocking stuff over and all sorts here. Nice arm drag takedown there by Kota. I wouldn't expect this video to be so bloody long. This is going to be scratching the 2-hour mark for me, recording-wise. I don't know what it's going to be like when I cut it down for you guys, but probably close to the hour and a half. Probably the longest video we've had so far in this playlist. I think it was all that Cody Rhodes versus Ibushi match, I think, to be honest. I've still got it. It's bloody 11:45 and I've still got to edit this video and get it uploading. And I've got to get up for work at 7 in the morning. It's going to be another tired day tomorrow at work. Nice tornado DDT there by Naito on Okada. Then dropping a boot right in the back of his head as well. Naito up top. Sure, I can't remember what Naito's finisher is. Is it a reverse tornado DDT? Is it? I can't remember, to be honest, but nice elbow there from the top rope. Okada fighting back with an elbow of his own. And now dropping a leg across the knee of Naito with that leg breaker. Okada once again boot right in the gut of Tanahashi. Naito, sorry. Sorry, I just got distracted there for a second. I'm just trying to think about when I'm going to watch Wrestle Kingdom. So I should be doing this. I'm really excited about watching it though. If it's on the 4th, I might watch it on Friday night the 5th then. Oh, can I wait that long? Can I wait that long? That's the big question. Okada now taking Naito up on his shoulders before dropping him face first across that the apron. That's what I'm looking for. Apron. Oh wow, nice. I love that move. It's such a simple roll through into the air raid neck breaker. Wow. Nice. Very, very nice. Okada heading up top, dropping an elbow right into the spine of Naito as well. But Naito back up at his feet. No selling really well, actually. Okada now taking Naito down as well. Referee counting these guys up. And they're going to be pretty close to being double counted out here, aren't they? I can't quite see if there was that 6 from this angle. 7. Okay, both guys are back in the ring now. Well, there's that stiff clothesline. Brings him back up. We've seen this before for a second. Brings him back up once again for another lariat. Ooh. Taken down there by Naito. Then a running forearm by Naito again. Naito with a pin, but it's not going to be enough, is it? Let's face it. Naito running power slam into the corner with Okada, then into another running power slam as well. Both guys back in the ring. Naito sort of slid out the ring there for some reason. Oh, Okada catching Naito with that kick up in the face. And there it is, the Rainmaker clothesline, dead center of the ring. There's the pin by Okada. 1, 2, and no, Naito kicked out. Ooh. Interesting. Okada going for a big elbow, being caught out there, missed. Naito now taking Okada up top. There's the Frankensteiner sending Okada halfway across the ring. Ooh, again a 2 count. Naito now stalking Okada as he slowly gets back up to his feet. And there it is, the Tornado reverse DDT. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 again. Wow. Okada now shoulder block, taking Naito down. Okada here dominated Naito now. Taking him down with these stiff clotheslines once again. And now Okada stalking the grounded Naito in for a second Rainmaker clothesline. Sure, that's going to be enough this time. 1, 2... No, again, he's kicked out. Wow. Okada sending Naito. I don't know what he's going to have to do here. Nice stroke there, or complete shot. Or flatliner by Naito. 1. Only a 1 count. There were some weird maneuvers, isn't there, on this new move DLC. Shooting star headbutt. That's interesting. Nice submission there by Naito, just wrenching the arm. Okada dominating Naito. I don't think it's going to be that long, is it, before Okada finally manages to switch Naito off, unless Naito can pull something out of the bag here. Yeah, just look at the current list of new finishing, or the new maneuvers that have been put on the game as part of this DLC. Looks like it's been pretty good for people like, well, definitely Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate have got a few moves each, so I have to do those. Will Ospreay's got a few moves as well. Omega's got a couple of new ones. Naito's got a new move on there as well. Probably should have done that before I did this. Jeff Cobb's finisher's finally on there as well, which is good. Oh, some pretty good stuff. Oh, the Eliminator's finisher maneuvers on there. Total elimination. Nice. Nice. 1, 2. It's still only a 2 count here. Again, Okada bringing Naito back up again. Another neck breaker. I just can't see how Naito's going to keep surviving this, to be honest. Okada is dominating him, and it's just a matter of time before it finishes off, I think. Okada now dragging Naito off that top rope into a DDT. But again, Naito just fighting back. But he gets caught with another DDT. Every time Naito tries to get any offense in, Okada's just there. There's a pin by Okada. 1, 2. Again, only a 2 count. Okada now bringing Naito back up to his feet, looking potentially for a tombstone. Power driver. It's just a matter of time, isn't it? It's just a matter of time here. Ooh, nice there by Okada. Just dropping his entire body weight via his knee through the back of the head of Naito. Ah. Air Egg Crash Neckbreaker. That's the move we... Okay. So this Okada I've just downloaded here today has actually got one of the new maneuvers on him. Okay, so it's just a case of downloading the people again, I think, isn't it? To be honest. Pin here by Okada. 1, 2. Again, it's only enough for a 2 count. Okada must be sitting there now thinking, what on earth is he going to take to keep a man like Tetsuya Naito down? This is what I can feel it being a bit more like at Wrestle Kingdom. A third Rainmaker clothesline could be what it takes, though, to finish off Tetsuya Naito. 2. No, it's not. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. What is it going to take? Can Naito steal this one now? He's been hit by 3 big maneuvers. Naito now draping Okada in with that neck breaker. If Naito steals this now, that is going to be impressive. Don't know what happened there. It looks like he has got it though. Naito hitting that reverse DDT into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Okada's kicked out now as well. Naito now just dragging Okada middle of the ring. I don't think he knows what to do at this point in time either, to be honest. Everybody's kicking out of everything. Naito now heading up to the middle rope and dropping an elbow right to the chest of Okada. Another boot right in the gut of Okada as well. Naito dragging him across to the side. There's the pin, but Naito's got his feet up on the ropes. 1. Referee hasn't seen it. 2, and it's only there for a 2 count. Nobody's ever won that, I don't think. I really don't think anyone's ever done that. Ah! Well, I've just answered my own question from earlier. I've just seen a thing on Twitter. Was it Kurt Angle told Finn Balor to find himself a couple of partners for a tag team match? Okay. That was a hell of a... It's a shame because it was such a big moment that that coming together could have been, but they've sort of raced it a little bit, I think. And Andrade and Almas has got a lot of new moves on this DLC as well. As has Omega and Naito. I think the main ones look like to be Omega, Naito, Ospreay, Almas, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne seem to be the main ones to get the new moves. There's the odd one here and there for other people, but those look to be the best ones. And Jeff Cobb, of course, is an important one because he's finisher maneuver. Naito now just really just getting the fans riled up here. Nice snapmare, taking him down. Naito now in control of Okada. Naito's been struggling for quite some time, but... Oh, no, spoke too soon. Oh, no, maybe didn't. As Naito reverses once again, sending Okada into the corner. See, as I say, right, both the Naito and Okada match and the Omega Jericho match were both set up at the exact same. Both singles matches on slow momentum. And look at the difference we're going to give them between the two matches. One was a squash and this one is going the length. Okada now, after the tombstone, gonna wrench back at the arm of Naito. Boom. Stamping on the arm of Naito. Gonna do a lot of damage there. And once again, Okada is lining Naito up for a 4th Rainmaker of the match. Is 4 enough Rainmakers? No, it's not. Oh, God. I mean, I like the fact that they kick out of finishers, but when it gets to 4, it's taking the mickey a little bit, isn't it, really? Okada bringing Naito. Naito's been busted open pretty badly from that as well. Stiff DDT there by Naito on Okada. Okada slowly getting back up to his feet. Naito now hoisting him up. Oh, just draping him across that middle rope now and going to drag him out into another neck breaker. He's hit a few neck breakers in this match now. I'm starting to think submission might be the best chance for a win here. It's a 2 count. And now Naito stalking Okada. And there it is again, that reverse DDT. Is that going to be enough? That's the first time he's hit that one. 1, 2, and it's not. I'm just going to sit back here and see what happens, you know. I can't understand, just in general. I just can't understand. And Okada's been busted open now as well. Wow. I just can't... Just... One, two. No, still only a 2. I wasn't expecting a 3 there, to be honest. You only ever win on a big finisher maneuver normally, don't you? Naito there's going to head up top. Oh, nice. Nice splash there by Nento. Who's Nento? Naito. But again, it's just not quite enough. You need that big finish. That's something big to finish someone like Okada off. And Okada really busted open. That blood streaming down the face. And that elbow in the face of Naito just returns the favour. Oh, and Okada out of nowhere just draping Naito across that middle rope into that DDT. Both guys really used the ring to their advantage in this match. 1, 2, and that's it. Wow. That was it eventually. So many different maneuvers were hit in this one, but eventually it was that draped DDT that managed to finish him off with Control Freak as a... not sure we haven't got that already, to be honest. There we go, got an achievement. Whee! Oh, it's because it's the newest save file, isn't it? That's why. So the Control Freak achievement basically means that you've created your own show, you've used your own arena, your own logo, everything to create your show. That's basically what that means. If you haven't got it already, it's easy enough to do. Just create an arena, create a universe, and use your arena and all the different logos you've got. Just don't have to look good, you can just do it literally just to get the achievement, but there you go. What a match that was. Really back and forth. Lots of false finishes and finisher maneuvers. We saw 4 Rainmakers and 3 of Naito's finisher as well, but eventually it was that draped DDT of the middle rope that got Okada the victory. The blood was flowing from both guys pretty badly. And it was a very good win in the end for Okada, who is going to be getting plus 15 ranking points. But Naito, after all the building up I've been doing, is losing himself 15 ranking points as well. I don't think it's going to be a major issue. Well, it's not great. It's not great, but he's going to have to keep building himself up. And we can do that over an Octane. We'll give him some more opportunities to continue building up his momentum. But there we go, guys. That is the end of this incredibly long video. If you have made it this way, then congratulations and well done to you. If not, it's the greatest match of all time, apparently. 5-star. There you go. I don't know why I'm saying if not, if you made it this far, because it doesn't matter, because you were not here to listen to this, are you really? But if you have enjoyed it, then please do, of course, hit the like button. Of course, subscribe if you're new around here and you want to see some more. We will be back over the weekend with our episode of Throwdown. That should have been yesterday, really, but, you know, it's been a bit tricky to get things recorded. And hopefully a special episode as well, should I be able to organise that with PJ Tovey. So, yeah, definitely check that out. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. The 1, 2, 3.